What's going on, guys? Big welcome to you all to our channel. We are Team Crushing the Meta and we are back with another video. So this time we will actually talk about triggers with skills. So we have seen this lately, that we have got a heal trigger who got the skill, but that was in V. So they waited so long until they introduced a trigger with a skill, not in premium or in G or before we even got V, and now they even got that in the D format, so the standard format. And this is actually pretty interesting because this changes a lot. And why am I saying this? Well, because we didn't know at the start of D, will they give us triggers with skills or not? And we have talked about that and we wanted that, but now we got front triggers with defensive abilities. So do we have 4 different front triggers for each nation, except of course Bermudas because they are not out yet, which actually have an ability. And that ability is a continuous ONG Guardian Circle. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit get an extra shield plus 5k. So this becomes a 20k shield. Well, what does this mean? Well, it means 2 different things. The first one is we are getting triggers with an ability, and the question is, will these abilities be the same for all fronts, or in the future we will have a front with another ability? Will we have a nation with its own ability, or will all the nations have the same treatment? I think all the nations will have the same treatment, but crits could have an ability, draws could have an ability, heals could have an ability, and fronts could have an ability. Or they are just making fronts with abilities so that we play more fronts. As you see right now in lots of, let's say, deck lists, we don't actually see front triggers. We see lots of crits and sometimes a little bit of draws. We don't really see front triggers. And why is that? Because the shield value in Overdress is actually low, which means the crit has a bigger impact. Also, the crit is effective on turn 1, turn 2, and turn 3 and onwards, which means that when you drive check a crit in the early game, you will put your opponent at high damage. The only thing that is better about the front than crit is defensively, that you could actually gift part the front row. With that, sometimes your opponent could not hit your Ragas anymore, but basically your crits are better. And now because we are getting these front triggers that are also good to guard with, maybe our mindset will become different and we will play more fronts. For me, I already play fronts in Dark State in Bruce, because I just like the fact that we could finally play fronts, and I haven't played an XL clan. Well, tested, yes, but not really played it in a big tournament or anything, because I always play Spike. So it's really nice to finally have the ability to play fronts, and with this I would at least play 4 fronts in my deck. And that's actually it for this video. So we have talked about the fact that we finally have triggers with abilities, and we have talked about the fact that will other triggers also get the abilities, and will nations have the same treatment, yes or no? And that's actually all we wanted to talk about for now. Thank you all for watching, thank you for tuning in on our channel, and thank you for joining us for this fast video. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.